Peter, what's your thinking now after that one today?
Obviously really disappointed. The fact that we conceded the penalty, the mistake in the last minute of the game, the last kick of the game, it's a really tough one to take. You know, the pitch today was awful. I think there's been five games on this pitch in 1 week. You know, so it's, although it looked flat beforehand, once players running it, you know, the ball's bobbling around, so it wasn't conducive to any good football. It was just a long ball game. Dumbarton just committed a lot of men forward. It was just a game devoid of any quality, because you couldn't pass the ball, and if you did, you were getting tackled straight away because you'd have to take 2 or 3 touches to get out under control. Dumbarton scored a goal, good goal, and I was really delighted that we come back into it. Kyle Doherty, who's come in today, did really well, scores a great free kick for us, but then it's really unfortunate that he's the one that gives away the penalty, the last kick of the game. You know, just feel sorry for him there. Maybe today, with the pitch the way it was and coming away with a point, would have been a good point. You know, we don't want to say that, but it would have been a good point because the game was just a dogfight. But we couldn't come away with a point. You know, that mistake cost us a game, and I just feel sorry for the players in there. They've given everything, fought and scrapped for everything, but we just need a little bit more quality. But it's really hard to say that on the pitch. That if you come and watch the game, the pitch didn't allow you to do anything today. So
there's not many games on grass now, and you can see it is cutting up a little bit, certainly around the edges and stuff. So it does look heavy.
It's very heavy, very heavy. The ball just bobbles any time players are even trying to kick the ball down the line, and it bobbles up and goes out of play. So we have to deal with it. They had to deal with it. They come out with a win. We don't. We need to be better. But you know, it's hard to say how you can be better on a pitch like that. Maybe you just have to boom the ball as hard as you can forward towards their goal and get as many men up as possible. But that's not like it's not going to do you well over the full season. So.
As you say, Kyle gave away the penalty. It was very kind of similar to the one that Lewis O'Donnell gave away earlier in the season, where the boy comes from behind him. Yeah,
it's unfortunate, and I think he goes with his wrong leg as well to try and clear it. But it's one of those things that you can have a go at him for giving away the penalty, but he doesn't do it out of malice. He doesn't do it, stupidly. It's just someone comes blindside of him, and it's just a mistake. It's just a mistake. We should have been better, and that wouldn't have been in that position in the first place. We should have been better all around the park, to put Dumbarton under more pressure, but we didn't do that, so we need to be better.
As you said earlier on, it was a game that kind of lacked a lot of quality and not a lot to offer today.
Yeah, absolutely. I've said to the players afterwards that was probably like a League 2 dogfight of a game, just and just no quality up the front men, just a fight and a scrap and a fight and a scrap, and Dumbarton won that fight and scrap today. I think we could have been a bit stronger physically, wanted it a little bit more. It hurts at the minute, so I'm saying that, but when I sit back and I probably look at it again and watch the game again, we'll have fought and scrapped for everything. I think we got a few men booked, they got a few men booked today as well. It's just a really, really dodgy pitch.
We talked last week about Josh Walker being patient and having, coming on and getting his chance, and today it was Kyle's turn to do the same. He's been very patient.
He's been very patient, yeah. He's worked really hard in training. It's just unfortunate that his chances come with the injuries that we've had last week with the 3 injuries. So, it's up to the players to step up, make sure they're ready, make sure that they're patient to wait for their chances, and when they come in, have something to offer. I don't expect, if somebody's waiting for 3 or 4 weeks, I don't expect them to come on and score a hat-trick, but at least put in a shift, really work hard for the team, and Kyle Doherty did that today, and he got his goal as well.
You changed things at half-time. I guess that was just trying to get more men forward and try and...
No, it was Oscar McIntyre got an injury in the first half on his shin. I don't know what extent it is at the minute, but he's struggling to get off the medical bed there at the minute. So we'll see what that is. I think he didn't think it was a tackle, but I remember one tackle in the first half where he got up and hobbled away from. So we'll see what that. But we had to rearrange a few things, and that's the way it's going at the minute with bodies.
Obviously the 3 last week. What's the latest with them?
Brendan Dickinson will hopefully be back out on the pitch on Monday, working with the physio and having to build up again, and hopefully no reactions. For Al Willis, he looks like he'll be out for 2 to 4 months, and then Kai Kennedy unfortunately is a bit longer, so not looking good for those two.
Back home next week, Inverness, who have hit a decent run of form.
Have they? I haven't seen any of the other results today because we're concentrating on what we're doing here. So if they've won, have they drawn?
They certainly were winning. I don't know about it. They certainly were winning.
So not sure how they've done today or the other results at the moment. So yeah, we just have to concentrate on what we're doing. You know, we've had a win, a draw, and then now a loss today, which, you know, it hurts. We're just trying to get on that little bit of a run, a little bit of momentum. So yeah, we need to get back on that next week, try and get a good result away at home, and hopefully get the crowd back in. You know, we need to try and win more games to get the crowds back in, but we also need that support to be able to, you know, develop the team, develop the squad. So it comes hand in hand.